In this video, we'll explain what wayfinding is and how it impacts on inclusion. We'll hear first-hand experiences from Jamie, a neurodivergent traveller, highlighting the importance of wayfinding. And finally, we'll show you how the wayfinding audit tool can be used to create more inclusive stays at your venue. Wayfinding refers to how people orientate themselves to a space or place and how they navigate throughout that space. Wayfinding is supported by a combination of infrastructure and physical design, landscaping, graphic design, maps, and signage. Here's Jamie sharing some of the challenges associated with wayfinding.
I think some of the challenges when it comes to wayfinding with accommodation venues in particular, but really any different type of venue, whether it be at airports and that, is the inconsistency sometimes when it comes to car parks and maps and knowing where to go. And with all different accommodations, you're going to have all different places to park and move through. And so I think what's really good is having some sort of map from the car park into the reception area, because if I'm walking from the car park, and sometimes it's really difficult to find the car park itself. So for some people, if they don't know which way they're going from the car park to get to the reception area, if you have to take a left turn or a right turn, if you take the wrong turn, it might be easy enough to go, oh, this is the wrong turn, and turn back and go the opposite way. But for me, I take the wrong turn and it could end up in quite a large response when it comes to anxiety and distressing feelings, and it might dysregulate me for the rest of the day or even for a couple of days. So having that ability to have a map there where I can see exactly from the car park where to go and where to turn could be really helpful in making the stay as inclusive as possible for me.
We know that effective wayfinding can reduce stress, minimize confusion, and contribute to more enjoyable and inclusive stays. But how do you know if your venue has effective and inclusive wayfinding systems? The Wayfinding Audit tool, located in the Accommodate Us toolkit, will guide you through a self-assessment of your venue's wayfinding. This tool, developed specifically for accommodation providers, supports you to identify your venue's current wayfinding systems, determine any gaps in wayfinding, and prioritize actions for improvement. Starting from the street view, you will be prompted to identify the cues that let someone know how to locate and access your venue. Each step will provide examples of different wayfinding elements to consider during the guided walkthrough. For example, is there any signage visible from the road that identifies the venue and how to access it? Does the infrastructure or landscaping intuitively support wayfinding? Are there any nearby landmarks? The Wayfinding Audit tool provides space for you to record your observations and make note of any missing or ineffective wayfinding elements. You can edit this form, which means you can enter text or upload photos. Or if you prefer, it can be downloaded and printed for documentation on the go. Where wayfinding elements are missing or confusing, you will be prompted to consider possible solutions and what actions can be taken for more effective and inclusive wayfinding. Completing this self-audit tool will provide a more comprehensive overview of your venue's current wayfinding systems, as well as a roadmap to improve wayfinding, making your venue and the guest experience more inclusive. Check out the Accommodate Us toolkit to download your copy of the Wayfinding Audit tool.